Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a Magic Review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Episode 11. Episode 11 right now, reviewing The Royal Road to Mentalism, Peter Turner, Mark Lemon, Ellusionist.com. Ellusionist was kind enough to send me this entire video set, 12 videos. 12 videos, 18 effects, 9 hours of jam sessions, 120 bucks. It's a huge project. It's a huge project, and if you don't understand what I'm doing, you are 10 episodes too late. There's 10 episodes before this one. So uploading 12 videos today to match the 12 videos that Peter Turner and Mark Lemon put out. And right now, we are at volume 11. Thank goodness. I will never do this again. Never do this again. I had this idea. 12 videos in one day is hard. It's hard to do. But I love you guys, and I love the project. So this is why I'm doing it. 1 hour and 25 minutes long. And the principle on volume 11 is the memorized deck stack. Okay, you could also say there's a little bit of mnemonics going on in there, but it would probably help if you knew a deck stack already. They're going to teach you a deck stack that you can use with billets. All right, so you're going to get blank cards. You could use blank playing cards. That would probably shuffle a lot better, right? If you got a 52 stack of either blank just on the face, right, that would work, or double blanks, that would work too. But I think shuffling and cutting, that would work better. But you could use a deck of just blank business cards too, right? Pete makes up an entire deck of random objects, okay? So shopping items, different brands of cars, animals, you know, instruments, numbers, a whole big pile. And does a 10-minute set with a group of 3 people. And the whole set is about how he's memorized this stack. And then no matter where they cut, where they shuffle, no matter which card they pick, he always knows. In fact, he does a little memory routine at the end where he literally just goes through the deck and shows how he's memorized each card in sequence. And it's a really beautiful feat and impossible when you think about it, right? Totally impossible. So that's the first 10 minutes. After that, Pete's gonna break his personal deck down for you completely. Now, you could build your billet deck exactly the way Pete does, or build your own, right? But Pete's going to go over some principles in deck stacking that you may already know from the world of cards. For instance, do you know chased order, right? Clubs, hearts, spades, diamonds. So he'll go over that. He'll talk about how you could use chased with 4 different categories, right? If your deck is comprised of 4 suits, why couldn't a mentalism deck be comprised of 4 categories? It could, right? You just assign each suit to a category, and then you create a deck stack, which you'll watch Pete do in real time, and you'll hear why he chooses each word to go with each number or each suit, right? So you'll get his whole thing, and then he and Mark Lemon will walk through the trick that Pete did in studio live. And so they'll do that, they'll hash it out, and then they'll brainstorm it a little bit, they'll jam session it a little bit. And after you take all of that, plus all of Pete's explanation and Pete's trick, that's about 40 minutes. So 40 minutes of this video is entirely dedicated to that trick deck that he makes and the one effect he does. Then they head into a jam session. The 2 of them are outside at a coffee shop umbrella table. They're both wearing sunglasses. You never see their eyes through the entire thing. Pete's then going to bring out a real deck of cards, and they'll use the deck of cards as explanation. It's a little easier just to follow along with, easier to shuffle, easier to control, because the first thing they'll talk about is shuffling. How do you shuffle cards, especially false shuffle or false cut cards that are in sequence, just to keep them in sequence. They'll talk about different arrangements of playing cards, different stacks. Then Pete's gonna do Out of This World. He's gonna teach you Out of This World, how you could do it with a deck of cards. And then he's going to do another trick where he uses some of the numbers that were in the deck he made to do a pin divination trick, because you know P. Turner loves pin divination effects. And then Pete does another trick with 3 memorized items. So instead of the spectator drawing one item, one thought of item, Pete does a trick with 3. Then the 2 of them talk about pre-show work. Mark spends a lot of time talking about pre-show work. And then Mark does a trick that just blew Peter away, just using the key card principle, right? Give that entire deck out to somebody, have them find a card, shuffle it, and then reshuffle all the cards, thus destroying your deck stack. But because you had already learned a key card, able to take that whole thing back, maybe get one glimpse, put it away, and just destroy them by revealing one random object, you know, not a card, one random object out of a deck of seemingly 52 random objects. So even though it's the same principle, with their billet deck, it just seems more impossible than a deck of playing cards. Even though it's not. It just seems more impossible because it seems like there's more categories. It seems like there's more objects. So it gives you the sense of feeling that it was a more impossible trick, but really great to work out. I'm glad they did this one. I'm really glad they did this one to talk about mnemonics, memorize stacks, because you get a lot of really good info watching Pete build the deck. The reason why I like this video so much is because it really did go after the heart and soul of this entire project. You know, talking about deck work in a mentalism framework, right? Going after mnemonics, going after a memorized deck, and then creating your own. Like taking the playing cards and then kind of sliding them out of the way, bringing in something new, redressing it, and making an entirely new trick, but using ancient principles, right? So good. So really appreciate all the labor that Pete and Mark put into this. Kudos to Ellusionist for coming up with this idea and the trust in these 2 gentlemen to create just this massive amount of work. I mean, the entire project is so big. You just don't even, it sounds big already, right? You're like, oh, 12 videos and 9 hours of jam sessions. It sounds big, 18 effects. But you don't realize how big it is until you're 11 episodes in, like me. So yeah, a lot here. And like I said, you can pick it up for 120 bucks at ellusionist.com. Big thanks to Ellusionist for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. And I'll see you next time for the next episode, episode 12. It's coming soon, right? Or right now. And we'll be done for the day. All right, bye. Hey, would you like to learn a magic trick? You would? Did you know I have a second channel? That's right. I have a second channel where I teach beginning level magic tricks. Magic Channel Card Tricks is a place that you can go to learn tricks with ordinary items you can find around the house. Paper clips, rubber bands, pens, and of course, decks of cards. I teach beginning level card tricks, simple card tricks, simple card forces that anybody could learn. I also review magic kits. So if you go buy a magic kit from the store, your local Walmart or Target, or you get a magic kit for Christmas, I'll go over exactly what's inside. And I'll even teach you how to perform with some of those tricks that you get inside those kits. Plus, I'm even gonna give you video instruction to very simple, very inexpensive tricks that you can pick up at your favorite magic store. Sometimes you get those tricks and the instructions are just on a tiny little piece of typewritten paper and you have no idea how to do that trick. Don't throw that trick away. Don't put it in a box. Come back to Magic Channel Card Tricks and I will teach you how to use that trick as well. Or maybe you're not a beginner. Maybe you're not a beginner, but maybe you have a niece or a nephew or a little brother or sister that you could share this channel with them. This is a great, safe place, kid-friendly, where they can learn beginning level magic. Make sure you head on over to Magic Channel Card Tricks, give my videos a like, subscribe to that channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of Magic Orthodoxy.